Yeah.
So we are here to talk about uh, your new business, and that is life insurance, right?
Absolutely. It's very
Yeah,
serious business.
yeah. So first of all, what made you even want to get off into this lane of life insurance? Because it's something that's very important, and a lot of people are not aware of how important that is to have and how you can benefit from having that
Absolutely.
right now, right?
Yeah. So, life insurance is all, like you said, is something that we all need. What made me pivot into that lane? Um, First of all, when you're faced with life challenges,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's not one of them you want to have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really dear friend of mine um, who had, some children. He had three boys, and he passed away without life insurance. And GoFundMe, I want to say this real quick, GoFundMe is not an option. It
Hmm.
should not be
Hmm.
your resort. You should, seriously, if you love someone, you should show that by insuring them, insuring their life.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's all said and done and they're not along with us anymore, if you really want to take care of somebody, you have to invest in that life. You have to. And life insurance isn't just for death. Yes, it does have a death benefit, but it's called life insurance
Mm-hmm.
for a reason. It's for you to utilize while you are living and to take care of those that are, that you leave behind once you are no longer, with us.
Mm-hmm.
But what made me pivot into that lane, because I'm actually by trade a radio frequency technician, which I manipulate cell towers. But to move away from that was, like I said, seeing all of the GoFundMe's. I had a girlfriend from Louisiana. Her parents passed away on their ride to Arkansas on a motorcycle, and they had no life insurance. And my friend had to deal with burying her parents. Both her mother and her father passed away at the same time. And I had to start her a GoFundMe account. And I just knew that something was not right with doing that because we don't beg the world to help us love these people, but we beg the world and we solicit their finances, especially with the way the economy is right now. It's just a tragedy. But I had to set up a GoFundMe for her, just so that she could bury her parents. So I understand how effective GoFundMe can be, but that should not be your option. Your option should be to sow into the person that you love, if not on a monthly basis, on an annual basis, or on a biannual or quarterly basis, biannual. Anyway, other than soliciting from people who are going through life just the way you're going through life. We don't have it. I'll be the first one to say I don't have it. But I can show you how to get some life insurance for a little of nothing if you start young. The younger you start, the lower it costs. The older you are, the more expensive it can get because you're a risk. Straight up, you're a risk.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what made me pivot into this. I just really was weighed down emotionally, with people around me, just losing them and dropping like flies, especially in the height of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so that's what made me just kind of pivot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And you are licensed now. You are so you like you went all the way there. 'Cause I know people who do it, but they don't necessarily have their license yet, right?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of difficult to try to educate somebody when you don't have the proper education.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, once I start something, I like to see it all the way through, and I like to be an asset to my friends. I like to be an asset to my family as well as my community. Everything starts at home. So I did take out a policy for myself and for my children.
Mm-hmm.
They're in their 20s. They've been on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah of Desired and Charmed Paparazzi Jewelry and Anthony of Mainframe Photography. They've been on the show, and they too are, going for their license for life insurance. It's just that important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.